Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
From the 42nd Annual Houston Auto Show, this is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, another guest from today's new car showcase. I like using that. It kind of reminds me of The Price is Right. Bob Barker in today's showcase number 2.
All righty.
I always wanted to be a Bob Barker.
There you go.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week.
So you want to be dead?
I didn't say that.
Well, you want to be like him.
I do want to be like him.
Dead.
I know, but he's dead, and I still want to be like him when he was alive.
Well, he died at what, age 99?
110, I think.
No, 99, so he just made it without going over.
That's right, without going over. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. We have with us today our chief engineer and bottle washer, David Ainsley. Managed to get out of bed this morning because we called him 6 o'clock, David. Are you going to make it here by 8 so we can get set up?
I'm on my way home from the club.
The club, oh my God, I'm so tired. Y'all make
my
it.
head hurting.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could make it this morning. Where's our guest, Mars?
That's a good question.
Let's just pull someone off the street.
Well, Cadillac is supposed to be here.
Oh.
Of course.
Want to go get him?
Well,
You know where they are?
No, I'm
No,
looking.
I don't.
I don't have any clue where they are.
And I
But
don't
that's
see 'em.
okay.
I
I've
need
got-
a bigger sign. I can't see them.
Well, they don't have one, and we'll just wait for them. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Got some recalls to tell you
Let's
about.
do it.
All right. Ram has some recalls. Side curtain airbag inflators may rupture. That's not good.
No.
Ram 1500, 2500, 3500, and the 3500 cab chassis from 2016 to the 2020 model years. That's a recall. Also, loss of drive power from a damaged PTU. You had your PTU checked lately?
Powertrain unit.
Have you had your powertrain unit
I've
checked?
had mine replaced.
Replaced.
Yeah.
Well, this is for the Jeep Cherokee for 2017 through 2019. So I guess that they're going to have the, what'd you call it, the powertrain?
Powertrain unit.
The train. It's like the choo-choo train?
Powertrain, like your powertrain.
Yeah, I know, but where is it? Where is the
whole-
power?
It's it's from the train.
From the train, yeah. But it's loss of drive power from a damaged powertrain unit. So that a unit means that there's several components, and here's the
Yeah,
unit.
it's not a PTO.
It's a PTU. PTO, that's the parent-teacher organization, and this is not it.
And if you got them, you're in trouble.
Chevrolet Equinox for 2025 is being recalled because the adaptive cruise control may not activate the brakes. Now, that wouldn't be a good thing.
No.
So they're going to try to fix that. Seatbelt assembly bolt improperly tightened.
Wow.
They popped the head right off of it. Now it's just what's left of the
It's
stud of the bolt.
probably stripped in there.
Chevrolet Silverado EV 2024 and the GMC Sierra EV 2024-2025. Jaguar Land Rover North America LLC.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
The Defender, the Discovery Sport, and the Range Rover Evoque 23 to 24 model years. The rear view camera image may not display. That ought to be pretty easy to detect.
Yeah.
Rear view camera image may not display also in the Jaguar XE for 2019 through 2020. Here's Acura ZDX for 2024. Loss of drive power from damaged cables. And loss of drive power from battery failure for the Ford Bronco Sport and the Maverick 21 to 23.
Uh-oh. That's a lot.
And then we have the Kia Niro. Improper airbag deployment from damaged wiring. Hey, Jeff. Boom! Boom. How's it going?
Yeah.
Damaged wire made that go off.
He needs a new cable.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
One that's probably still in the studio hooked up to a camera that we didn't
Got
bring
one.
with us.
We got one. We got it.
Yeah. Ford Bronco 21 to 24 rear shock absorber reservoir may detach.
A shock absorber reservoir.
Yeah, you know those, shock, and then it's got a reservoir
and
next
it's got
to
a
it.
tube, yeah.
That. And then we have the Lexus NX, RX, and the Toyota Camry, 18 and 19 model years. Fuel pump may fail. You'll notice that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, huh, it's not getting any gas.
Sounds like a ringtone.
That's it. Well, got that. Mr. Mars,
Yes,
is
sir.
that the guy that we talked to from IX Exotics before, the guy there in the black shirt?
We may have.
Why don't you go over there and see if you can't wrangle one of those guys? Because, it's a real shame. They've got some interesting stuff in their display, and I think that we should go get one of their spokespeople over
Yeah,
here,
there you
and
go.
we want to talk to them because they're right across the way. They've got a stunningly beautiful, and I can't believe I'm saying this because
got another
to me,
baby award.
there's another beautiful baby award. We're giving them away right here.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd you get that baby? Is that your baby? Well,
You stole it.
You stole it. It's a beautiful baby, and look at her looking at us. Hi, baby. Hi. Yes,
She's giving
love
you the
that.
kick. She got the
so
kick
you
going
got the In Wheel Time Beautiful Baby Award
There you
today.
go.
Thank you very much. So I was going to say that this Ferrari, that's right across from us here, is painted gold. Now, to me, a Ferrari should be red. All Ferraris should be red. Well, I'm just saying for me, because I'm old school. No, not black, not gold, but that gold on that Ferrari, that's bad to the bone.
Yeah.
So
It needs an in-wheel time eyebrow on the top.
that's exactly what it needs. There is that a Lamborghini over there, that purple one?
Looks kind of like one, yes.
Or is that a Ford?
No, it's a Lambo.
It is a Lambo?
Lambo.
And then we have the Porsche. And all of these cars are pretty cool. He's not going to come talk to us.
There's also Cybertruck. It's got a wrap of flat black.
It's a great display.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that
Yeah.
flat black wrap. So Mr. Mars went over there and invited him, and he can't come.
He's very busy, and some of
Yeah.
these people haven't shown up. Said he'll try and get loose in a few minutes.
Well,
Okay.
we don't have to worry about that. That's the end of that. You know what? We can talk amongst ourselves. Now, you guys didn't come here for the preview night party.
No, we did not.
I did. I came, and I I saw, and they had some really good food. Matter of fact, I got to see Daryl Wisniewski from the Bayway Group. He owns Bayway.
Right. Yep.
Went up, talked to him and his wife. And actually, I've known his wife longer than I've known him.
We don't need to go into that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. We didn't date or anything like that. Through another friend of mine, I met her. Her name is Linda. Anyway, it was nice to chat with him. Of course, Rochelle was here, welcoming guests. And I had my red pumps on, and I got a lot of attention. But it was a great event, and it was well attended. And if you are new to new car shows, I would encourage you to come to that event next year. They usually have it right before it opens the next day, because the next morning is the press day.
Yes.
And I ran into Jeff Yip at the preview party.
He was used to be. Is he Chronicle?
Yes,
He was.
Yeah,
Was in the
and
Chronicle.
Jeff is a very, very talented automotive writer. We met him through another organization years ago.
Yep.
That he doesn't belong to that either
Yep.
anymore. And great guy. He and his wife were here, and it was good to see him. There were some other people here that I wasn't too thrilled to see.
Oh boy.
One of them was named Mike, and I think you know who I'm talking about. And so I ignored that. But, you know.
We're going to ignore it now.
Yes.
The other thing is, so you were here then looking at some of the cars just like people are now. So we're in the Jeep space right now. Jeep let us set up over here.
Stellantis let us set up.
Stellantis let us set up in the Jeep space.
Yes. And thank you, Kimberly Schultz, for allowing us to elbow our way in over here.
Yep.
And it's very busy. A lot of people.
It really is.
And is this, what is this? Is this the Wagoneer?
That's the
Wagoneer.
Grand Wagoneer.
The white one is $72,000. I looked at that earlier.
That Wagoneer, everybody is all over that Wagoneer.
Yep.
I see a lot of them on the road.
You're seeing more and more of them every day because that was new last year. Remember?
Yes.
Yep.
And boy, is it nice. Whew, that is really nice. Talk about competing with the Lincoln Navigator. There you go.
Well, or even Suburban or
But you know,
whatever.
to us older folks, the Wagoneer was different back in the day.
You saw a square body.
Yeah, it was a square body, and it was a rough and tumble, a four-wheel drive SUV
Not
back
a lot
in
of
the
eyeball.
day.
Rubber mats instead
Rubber
of
mats,
carpet.
and then it had the wood siding on it, the fake wood siding.
Never took it out of the crate.
That made an eyeball there.
Yeah. So very interesting to see some of the new cars and what people are attracted to. Those are the people that are all over certain vehicles, and there's people waiting to get inside and take a look at it, that sort of thing. That's pretty common, not uncommon here. I remember when they brought out the new Shelby Mustang, and they had it on display up there. You couldn't get next to it. They had it roped off because it was pricey. But, boy, it sure did look good from a distance. Of course, we attended on press morning, and they would let you get up and look in it.
Yes.
Because I don't know why. Because I wouldn't trust the press as far as I could throw them, would you? Automotive press?
But I think that's one of the things I like about the show is that you can literally come here and you can go to, I think, what your show say, 30 brands here, actually.
Right.
And you can go and you can open the doors and you can sit in them and, look at them. There's no salesman trying to hound you.
There are a few that they don't let you sit in. I saw that the Corvette, you can sit in the Corvette, but you can get up and look through the window.
Exotics
the
in front of
reason
us.
they won't let you sit in the Corvette is because people like me can't get back out of it and you'd be stuck in there.
True. That's a good point.
What a great point. Next time I have the Corvette unfolded there in the driveway at my house, I want to see you get in and out of it.
We're going to shoehorn you in it.
I can get in it.
I know, but I want to see you getting out of it.
Yeah, and
It can be ugly. I'm just going to tell you.
we went to.
Well, it depends on. It's either ugly or entertaining, one or the other.
We went to Fireman Jack's car show in the middle of God's country, and I rode with him in the vet. And it took me. I had to get down and roll into it and all that stuff, and same thing. A little bit of help getting out. Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
Because once you're in, you don't want to get out.
No.
Because you're basically about 2 inches off the concrete.
You do. When he drives, you want to get out.
I did not. I don't drive that way. Mars, on the other hand, I'm surprised that you haven't wrecked more cars.
I did it all when I was younger.
Because I see you wandering in the lane that you're supposed to be in. You wander.
That's research on the lane.
Yeah, that's
thing.
bullshit. I'm not buying that.
He's doing the lane change guidance.
Yeah. Lane change guidance. Yeah.
But don't.
Anyway, I wanted to say, and I'm going to go try and see if I can find one here. I have in my driveway a GMC Sierra EV truck that showed up late yesterday.
What do you have?
I happen to have a EV truck as well.
Really?
I do.
I think we'd have competition.
Ooh.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm not lining up next to him. He'll wander over into my lane.
It won't matter because you'll be so far behind. It won't be a problem.
We got a challenge going on now.
On purpose behind, because like I said, I'm not getting next to you on any lane.
Yeah, any excuse will do.
Okay,
This
let's tell
is
you what.
wise.
David, you ride with Mike, and I'll ride with Don.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys go for that.
David just left.
But I'm going to see if I can see if they've got one here because I had never even seen anything about one. I didn't even know they made one.
I've had everybody that has seen it say, wait, it looks like the old Avalanche.
Exactly.
Kinda.
It does.
Kind of.
It's got the sail panels in the back by the bed. And they're not very big, but it's just enough to give it that Avalanche look, which I always liked.
Yes.
Well, the Avalanche, the ice Avalanche, kind of rode like a Cadillac.
It did because that was the first GM truck that had independent rear suspension.
Right. So that was the thing I remember about it. Now, with
Had
with
the
new
step
models,
bumper,
right?
step bumper. It was the first one of that, and you could take the back glass and
out,
and then fold down the.
Do you
back
remember
panel.
the commercial with that? where they put like a Mini back there and they tuck the nose up almost into the cab because you could take that whole panel out.
You got more room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't go over too well. As a matter of fact, I think I was working at another television station at the time, and I had one of those, and we were doing the video portion of it, me and the photographer, and I got out and I started taking all of the panels that were available, and that divider panel in the back. Oh my God, I thought I'd never get that thing back in there. First of all, it was heavy, and I had all these parts and pieces laid out of this person's front yard of all of the things that came off of the truck. And we got it all back on there, but it's like, you kidding? It's way too much.
Yeah.
With the Jeep Wrangler, the doors come off, the windshield folds down, all that top comes off, all that stuff. But they've got that down to a science. Well, GM missed the mark on that one just a little bit. And, of course, as we all know, the Avalanche went away a long time ago. But it was a different vehicle. Now you see them, and they're all beat up, ragged out. Yeah, or as I like to put it, clapped out.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I got a friend that's got one. It's white.
Is it
it's
still
in pretty
running?
Good shape. Yeah. It's in really good shape.
I'm surprised.
He got it from a one owner. He bought it from a little old lady.
Well, I didn't know that, Mike.
Pasadena.
All right.
Still a few of them around.
Coming up. We've already done this part of it, haven't we?
Yeah, we're in.
we
got a cruising calendar coming up after commercial.
But we got to take
headlines.
a break first.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
Hey, when you download our app, you'll have access to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7. Just look for us in the App Store and check out the Odyssey Radio app, where you can stream us from your mobile device. Podcasts available from your favorite podcast provider, including SiriusXM. The weekly video stream of our live show is on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Catch it 10 to noon Central every Saturday morning. This show going to go till 1 today. It's a bonus hour. We'll be back right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.
Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We have lots of featurettes within our show. And right now we're going to do a featurette called the Cruise-In and Events Calendars.
You got it. So next weekend, February 8th, you got Sienna Cars Meetup. It's at the Primrose School of Sienna. It's at 4400 Sienna Parkway, Missouri City. Goes from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Probably goes a little longer like they usually do. And then you've got the Ocean View Classic Car and Truck Meet, which is a good show. You got a lot of stuff out there. You got a lot of old, you got a lot of new. That's at Sylvan Beach Park in LaPorte, Texas, from 8 to noon. Then you got Cars, Coffee, and More, hosted by Liberty Street Rawl. It is an informal gathering of hobbyists, enthusiasts, great organization. They raise money for the community events for the children in the schools there. Downtown Liberty on the Square, 1923 Sam Houston Street in Liberty, Texas. And then February 9th, which is a Sunday, you got Octane and Espresso at Black Rifle Coffee. And then so far as the cruise-ins, we got the big one coming up, which is the Hot Rod Tour Texas, but that's in April. We've got this one today that we're at accordingly. And then we've got some stuff going on in Galveston coming up here in the near future. So a lot of good stuff coming up. We'll be there. We want you to help join us and carry these things off.
Well, I wanted to, we got a little time here.
Sure.
I wanted to expand a little bit on
Absolutely.
the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. Did you get a hold of Bobby? Is he going to be on next week, Mars? He is. He's going to be on next week. So Bobby Sparkman and his buddy Jeremy put on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and it was just announced, released actually this morning at 9 o'clock, the route. Okay, so it's as usual, Thursday evening, April 24th, everybody's going to go to Victoria. The difference this year is they're going to have what they call a crawl. So if you want to get down there, a crawl, at 10 a.m., it's 10 to 4, no, 10. You just calm down and listen to what I got to say. It's not a pub crawl at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I was going.
It could be.
I know what you were going for.
Neaterville it would be.
Yeah, it would be. 10 to 4, okay, on Thursday the 24th, okay? We start off with a garage crawl to Whiplash Garage on Moody Street in Victoria, okay? Then followed by the garage crawl to Level X Performance on 108 Circle, Suite G. You following me? Mm-hmm. That is followed by more garage crawl to the Grimm Brothers Coatings on Delmar Street. That's followed by the Comp JLT Garage on Delmar Street. And then they're going to crawl to Water Street Garage. And by that time of the day, you're going to be crawling.
Well, Bobby is also associated with everything that you mentioned. He's done car shows and he's done events at each one of those. So
he's very involved in the
connected.
car scene down there in Victoria.
Extraordinary.
He is the car scene.
He is, yeah.
It's
It's
surprising
going to be
how
good to
big
have
a
him
car
on.
scene they have
The
down
fun
there.
thing about that stuff is you take your car, you go in this crawl, as it were, park your car, then you go in and look at their shop, get back in your car and go to the next place. Fun. And that's what really the Hot Rod Tour of Texas is all about.
Yes.
Then where we get involved,
Oh, boy.
5:30 to 11 is the kickoff party with Hot Rod Tour of Texas and Downtown Rhythms, including the Victoria Symphony, Discover Victoria, the Crowbars Band, and, of course, all of the hot rods that line the square down there at De Leon Plaza, 101 North Main Street in Victoria. We went. This is the first event that they had last year at this. It was fabulous. You didn't go, did you?
Yeah, because we filmed.
That's
you
right, we did.
and
You
Leslie.
You were filming it. Leslie.
You did the opening.
I didn't go.
He didn't go. You going to go this year?
I'm counting on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Buick
you've
down.
You're going.
If you've ever
If I'm
thought
dragging you.
about a square, a town square in a small town
in Texas.
but now think about one that's surrounded by hot rods,
You know,
Yeah.
and people that are got music playing. I mean, it's just
It's nothing.
It's-
It's not like a show where you got a bunch of guys in their work uniforms and they smell like rear end grease or anything like that. They
Or
don't-
rear ends.
Or yeah, it's nothing like
No,
that. It's
no.
all class.
they got
It's all classy.
music, and I mean, it's just a really good time just to be there.
Well,
I
let me
mean,
just say this, and don't make fun of the Victoria Symphony.
They're
They
awesome.
are awesome,
Yeah.
and you're going to be blown away. Take your lawn chair. They got a big area out front of the stage where they set up for this, and it is 2 tons of fun. Then you go back to your already reserved hotel room. All this is online now.
Yeah.
So 7 o'clock, we meet up for the driving portion of the tour coming out of Victoria.
Friday morning.
Friday morning, and that is going to be at Riverside Stadium where we met last year. And then they head out, okay? And you're going to have a blessing of the cars and driver's prayer. Then you head out. Then we're going to meet up in a big long line. Now they have police escorts coming out of Victoria, right? Then we're going to meet up the next first stop, Santa Fe, Texas.
Yeah.
And we're going to meet at the Hack Winery. That's the lunch stop. And it's from 11:30 to 2 on Friday. Okay, that's Friday the 25th. Okay, then our next stop is going to be at 4:30. We're going to the Lone Star Flight Museum down at Ellington Field in Houston, Texas.
Very cool place.
Very cool. We've all been there before. Then the next morning, Saturday morning, meet up at a location to be determined, which is a scary thing because we're talking about 300 cars, and you're going, they don't know yet.
They make up to 350.
And that is
He's
it Saturday?
Cut it off
Saturday?
this year at 350.
It's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
They're all coming to the In Wheel Time studio.
No, they're not. They are not coming to the In Wheel Time studio.
You got parking across the
Because
street.
They
with
take
the
up
church.
all of Sugar Land.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have to be at 11 o'clock in Houston, Texas at the Spindle Tap Brewery on Hirsch Road.
Oh, yeah.
You know where Hirsch Road is? You don't want to know.
It's a brewery he knows.
And they're also going to have live entertainment with the Crowbars Band.
They're a good band.
They
But
are a
we'll
good
have
band.
Bobby next week, so
I know.
he'll be able to give us some of the secret,
So
inside baseball.
therein lies the question. Are we going to do a live show from there? Because if they're going to have the band there at 11 a.m., I don't want to compete against the band.
I'll sit in.
Bobby and I kind of talked about that, and it's not going to be like Shiner was, to where there's plenty of. And we're thinking that we want to do like we've done in the past, but we'll talk about that.
We'll
some more.
talk
Now
about
that
it.
we got the schedule, it'll be a little bit easier.
So
Makes it easier.
then that evening, 6 to 10 p.m., we're going to go to Guitars and Classic Cars Ranch on FM 1097 McCaleb Road. I'm sorry, 1097 McCaleb Road, not FM. McCaleb Road in Montgomery. So we're going to go up near Lake Conroe.
Yeah, yeah.
Guitars and Classic Cars
A lot
Ranch.
of good roads up there. A lot
Yeah.
of good roads.
Then we're going to go to our motels after a couple cocktails, and we're going to go to bed and get up the next morning.
Not all together, though.
All right. And we are going to head out to tour the Braze Motor Museum and Playground, and that's going to be in Madisonville.
Oh, okay,
Seen
Northwest.
that from the freeway.
Okay. And that is going to pretty much wrap the show.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And so that's going to be, so at 1:30 on Sunday afternoon, we all get released to go home or do whatever you want to do. If you want to hang out in downtown Madisonville, you know what we ought to do? We ought to go look up Fred Henson, who used to own the Henson dealerships up there.
Yeah.
Go knock on his door. 350 cars show up at his front door.
Howdy.
Hi, we're
Make me
here.
make me a
surprise. So at any hoot, that's what we're going to do. Okay,
Perfect.
all right. So that's the latest on that tour, and you don't have to run. I don't think.
No.
Is this the Mazda man? It's
He's
the
the
Mazda
Mazda
man.
man.
Mazda,
So that's going to
man.
be
We won't
our,
know until he puts a headset on.
Well,
There
that's
you
true.
go.
So we're going to interview him coming up in the next bonus hour of
Bonus.
the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
All right.
By the way, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We will be right back.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000 square foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755.
From the open roads to the open waters, Your adventure starts at the Houston Automotive Show at NRG Center. 1 ticket, 2 shows. Check out top cars, trucks, sport boats, fishing boats, and more. New designs, new technology, and everything in between. Spectacular experiences, amazing fun. There's something for everyone. Get your friends, get your family, and get your tickets now. The Houston Automotive Show, making waves and fueling adventures.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.